What if cavemen discovered Red Bull, not fire first, not the wheel? Red Bull, picture it. A cave, 40,000 years ago. A curious hunter finds a strange glowing can wedged in the ice, dropped by nobody knows who, from nobody knows when. He cracks it open. He drinks it. His pupils go wide. His hair stands up. His heart slams against his ribs like a war drum. He does not walk out of that cave. He sprints out of that cave, laughing, screaming, alive in a way no human has ever been alive before. And history breaks in half. Within hours, he outruns a mammoth. Not because he's hungry, because he's bored. He builds a shelter in one night that would normally take his tribe a full moon. He starts talking faster than anyone can understand him. He invents 3 new grunts just to keep up with his own racing thoughts. His hands shake so badly he can't hold a spear straight, so he throws it anyway, and somehow it flies farther than it ever has. Other cavemen notice. They want what he has, and they want it badly, the way anyone wants something that turns a tired body into a rocket. So they hunt for more cans. They find them buried in glaciers, wedged in riverbeds, scattered like meteorites from a sky that shouldn't exist yet. A time-slipped vending machine, maybe. A crack in reality that leaks 21st century energy drinks into the Ice Age. Nobody asks how, everybody just drinks. Soon entire tribes are wired around the clock. Cave art stops being slow, careful animal outlines and turns into frantic, jittery scribbles covering every wall, every ceiling, every rock they can reach. Archaeologists would later call this the hyperactive period. They would find caves layered with thousands more paintings than any other era, packed so tightly the images overlap, as if someone couldn't stop moving their hand for even a second. Sleep basically disappears. Cavemen start building fires at 3 a.m. for no reason other than they are simply awake and need something to do with their hands. Some researchers who studied ancient sleep patterns found strange, unexplained gaps in nighttime rest deep in prehistoric remains, gaps they could never fully explain. What if the explanation is this? They weren't tired. They were buzzing. Their bodies would change too. Legs get twitchier, always bouncing. Jaws clench tighter, worn down from constant grinding. Bones grow slightly denser from nonstop, restless movement, because a caveman on Red Bull does not sit still, ever, for any reason, not even to eat. Social life transforms overnight. Cavemen begin talking over each other, interrupting mid-grunt, forming the very first arguments in human history purely because nobody can slow down long enough to listen to anyone else finish a sentence. Group hunts turn chaotic. Someone always sprints ahead, wired and impatient, scaring off the mammoth before the plan even starts. Leadership shifts to whoever drank the most, not whoever is wisest, because wisdom can't compete with pure, uncut energy. The old chief, calm and steady, gets pushed aside by a 20-year-old who hasn't blinked in 6 hours and won't stop talking about his plan to dig a hole to the moon. Then, just as fast, the cans run out. The glacier stops giving them up. The rift or the meteor shower or whatever brought them closes without warning, and the crash hits an entire species at once, all on the same day, like a switch flipping off across every cave on the continent. Cavemen collapse into their caves for days. Cave art goes quiet again, slow and careful. The frantic scribbles replaced by long, exhausted gaps in the archaeological record. Some theorists would say this crash is the real reason humans learn patience, not wisdom, not survival pressure, withdrawal, plain and simple. And here's the wildest part of the theory. Maybe this happens more than once. Maybe every leap in human history, fire, tools, language, art, agriculture, lines up suspiciously with a fresh batch of cans falling out of nowhere at exactly the right moment. Maybe evolution isn't survival of the fittest at all. Maybe it's survival of whoever drank the last can before the well ran dry. So the next time you crack open an energy drink at 2 p.m. just to get through your afternoon, remember this. You're not doing anything new. You're doing the oldest trick in human history. You're just a caveman chasing his next can 40,000 years later. What if cavemen discovered Red Bull? And what if you never actually stopped being one?